Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Just like the title of this video probably says, today we got an XPR in true timber strata camo, and we're doing an ammo test for 6.5 Creedmoor. Just got this thing sighted in. So far really impressed with it, but when I get my hands on one of these bolt action bing bangs, I really like to run it through, test a whole bunch of ammo, and find one that it really likes. If you guys send as many rounds downrange as I do, you know, if you have a rifle, it's going to like some ammo better than others. That's what we're going to do here today in 6.5 Creedmoor. I've brought out all the 6.5 Creedmoor we could find in the cabinet. We got 5 different types. Got a target down there at 100 yards. We're going to do a 3-shot group of each one of these, see what happens. Again, this is the Winchester XPR 6.5 Creedmoor in true timber strata camo. This is the camo that I hunted whitetail with last year in Tennessee. We got a Crimson Trace Brushline Pro on it. I'm a big fan of these guys, Crimson Trace. I met them at SHOT Show this year. Whole lot of value packed into their optics. Yeah, let's get to flinging them. Should make this a quick video. 5 different types of ammo, 6.5 Creedmoor, 100 yards. We'll see what this XPR likes the best. But XPR, for the money, really the big thing to talk about, they have fantastic triggers, and this one's got a camouflage stock on it. That's pretty cool too. But let's send them down range at 100 yards, really take my time, watch my trigger squeeze, try to do this thing justice, and see what type of ammo it likes the best. Should be a whole lot of fun. Check it out. Alright, and set the parallax for 100. We got 24 zoomies on this scope. Let's see where we're at. Find the target first. Alright, looks like the first one we're going to send is Federal Fusion. If you're a deer hunter like me, you're probably pretty familiar with the Federal Fusion. These are 140 grainers. Let's see what kind of group we can get out of this Winchester XPR here. I think the lightest we have is in the 120s. And 140 might be the heaviest, but let's really take my time here and see what I can do with all these different types of ammo here. 3 shots with the Federal Fusion. Bullseye. See if we can do that again. Bullseye. Just about the same hole. So really, we should probably just call it quits and take that box of ammo home with us. But we brought it all out here. We're gonna send it all. Now, can we get 3 touching? I probably jinxed myself, but that's the magical unicorn if you can get 3 touching. Hey, and we did. That's 3 touching right there. Fantastic rifle. Absolutely love it. This setup makes me look good. So, Federal Fusion, like I said, there's 3 touching at 100 yards. But we're still going to send the rest of them. We got them out here, and we colored the target, so we're not going to waste it. Next one is some Norma Sirocco. You might not be as familiar with these. These are 130 grainers. That's what the box looks like. 130 grain Norma Sirocco 2s actually. So a little bit lighter. Probably will shift the point of impact a shade, but these projectiles have a really good reputation. Let's see what the XPR thinks about them. We really can't beat those fusions. We could probably tie it, but I don't think we could beat it. So the impact shifted a little to the right there. So far, this XPR doesn't like the 130 grainers very much. And that one was pretty close to the second one, so those last 2 were definitely under an inch, so not terrible, but definitely not as good as the first one. What's next? normal whitetail 6.5. These are 140 grainers. So these are the same grain weight as the very first one we did with the Federal Fusion. Oh, will it like them as good as the Federal Fusion? Probably not, but let's see what happens. When you get them to do that good on the very first one, it kind of ruins the end of the video. Thanks for still watching. See what these do. Normal whitetail, 140 grainers. Bullseye, just about. So, same grain weight as the first ones, which is what this XPR sighted in with, and impact is pretty much same. See where this one hits. Right in there. So, if you got an XPR and 6.5 Creedmoor, it's probably safe to say you need to hunt with the 140 grainers, because these are doing really good too. We might even break out the calipers on this one. That one hit a little bit right, but I know I squeezed the trigger a little bit right, so. But still, even at that, really good group. That third shot was a little bit me hitting right. Next one is Hornady match. And I opened up my box and I only had one round left, but we're not going to get a 3-shot group, but we're still going to check out where the point of impact is. The other 140 grainers were pretty much bullseye. Pretty close to bullseye. That was a good trigger squeeze. We got one more. What's the last one? Hornady American Whitetail. This is the lightest stuff. I'm falling off the screen here. These are the 129 grain Hornady American Whitetails. Disclaimer, I have never found a 6.5 Creedmoor that liked these Hornady American Whitetails. Never. Good enough for deer at 50 yards, 100 yards, but I've never had a 6.5 Creedmoor like these lighter 129 grainers. But let's see if this XPR does. So far the magic number is 140 grain. Good trigger squeeze, and the lighter are hitting low, but still in the center. Let's see what these next two do. Not too bad. That's probably within an inch still. Not too bad. I think that was under a 1-inch group, so maybe we found a rifle that does a decent job of those Hornady American Whitetails. But I'm gonna run down there with the calipers real quick and we'll take a look at those groups. Alright, so down here at the target, I wanted to measure them before I took it down off the board. Let me show you up close what we did here. I just measured all these with the calipers. We just got the best 3-shot group at 100 yards I've ever done in my entire life with that Winchester. So here's the first one we did. That's that Federal Fusion 140 grain. 3 shots. That's a .272 inch group at 100 yards with those Federal Fusions. That's the winner for this video. Absolute best group I've ever done in my entire life. And the second ones, we did those Norma Siroccos 130 grainers, so lighter. This was actually the worst group out of the bunch with a 2.18 inch group. That Winchester XPR is not a fan of those Norma 130 grainers. Probably take a deer, but I wouldn't risk it getting groups that wide. Then another 140 grainer. So those first ones for the Federal Fusions were 140 grain. These Norma Whitetails were 140 grain. This is definitely an impressive group, but still only the third best at a .887 inch group, so definitely sub MOA, even with that more affordable lead nose hunting ammo. Pretty impressive. Then the Hornady, we only had one, but just to show the point of impact, it's pretty similar to those other 140 grainers. And the second best was the last one here. with that 129 grain Hornady with a .880 inch group there. So the best one, Federal Fusion, 3 pretty much in the same hole. Second place, .880 with the Hornadies. Third place, .887 with the normal whitetail. And then it just did not like those Normas right there. But all in all, pretty impressive in my book, taking out that somewhat pretty much most people would call an affordable rifle, a Winchester XPR, and find 3 of the 4 that we brought out here sub MOA, and one of them pretty much 3 in the same hole. If that doesn't blow your hair back, I don't know what does. But hey, that's a pretty sweet rifle. That never happens like that. Okay. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Winchester XPR 6.5 Creedmoor with the true timber strata pattern. Short story, you could pick up just about any type of ammo and it's going to do great for you. The best stuff we found out there was the 140 grain hunting ammo. That Federal Fusion just absolutely knocking it out of the park. But hey, super sweet setup. If you haven't picked up a Winchester XPR, check them out. I love the true timber camo pattern on it. Can't remember if I said it or not, but that's what I wore whitetail hunting last year. Crimson Trace scopes, they're absolutely awesome. Check them out. Whole lots of value packed in the scopes as well. But there you have it. You pick one of these up. Now you won't have to go spend all the money like we did here today. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Stay tuned for a whole lot more videos. Let me know what you think about the XPRs. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you on the next one.
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30-06, 10 mil, 50 cap. It don't make a difference, man. We like to shoot and make a little boom boom. If you like